Hello students, welcome back with your chemistry teacher Rajkumar Juppa sir. And today my dear student, we will start our new chapter that is known as the biomolecule. As you know students, biomolecules are the chemical substance that are itself, these are no living but they support life. These are known as the biomolecules. Now main biomolecules that we study here in this chapter, that is the carbohydrate, protein, enzyme, nucleic acid and vitamins. These biomolecules we will study today, and these help us to sustain life itself. These are no living. Firstly, we talk about the carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are the chemical substance that are made up of carbon and hydrogen, oxygen, and these follow a general formula CxH2OY. In that, all the carbohydrates that follow this chemical formula CxH2OY are the carbohydrates, but there is a certain substance that are not follow this chemical formula CxH2OY, but these are still carbohydrates. Just like we take the example of rhamnose. This is the chemical compound that having the formula C6H12O5. C6H12O5. These not follow this formula, but still they are the carbohydrates. Just like another example, you can take just like deoxyribose having formula C5H10O4. That not this is the deoxyribose. These two chemical substance are not follow this formula CxH2OY, but these are the carbohydrates. We also know certain substance that follow this formula, but these are not the carbohydrate. Just like we take the example of acetic acid. Acetic acid, this follow the formula CxH2OY. Just like value of C is 2, H2O is also 2. And another example is formaldehyde, HCHO, follow this formula, but still it is not a carbohydrate. It means it is not necessary that only those chemical compounds that follow this CxH2OY formula are the carbohydrates. It means this definition is not up to the mark. We need to be some another clarification regarding the term carbohydrates. Just like we give another term for this. What are the carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are the polyhydroxy derivative of aldehyde and ketone. Polyhydroxy derivative of aldehyde and ketone is known as carbohydrates. There is an example for that, just like glucose and fructose. Just like glucose having formula CHO, H, change in configuration at the carbon number 3rd, H, This is the molecule of the glucose. In that it contains one aldehyde group, aldehyde, and another are the polyhydroxy derivative. It means hydroxyl groups are present there. It means this complete the definition that aldehyde and ketone that has the number of hydroxyl group is known as the carbohydrates. Now after this we'll study about the classification of the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are classified on the basis of their how many monosaccharide units are formed on the basis of the hydrolysis. Just like first we classify them as monosaccharides. What are the monosaccharides? Monosaccharides are the carbohydrates that are not hydrolyzed further. This cannot hydrolyze further. These are made up of 3 to 7 carbon atom. Their examples are glucose and fructose. These are the example of monosaccharides. It means these carbohydrates cannot be hydrolyzed further. It means these are the basic units of the carbohydrates. In that we will study about the second type of the carbohydrates, that is oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides are the carbohydrates that give 2 to 10 units of monosaccharides units on hydrolysis, and they are further classified as disaccharides, trisaccharides. So disaccharides are the carbohydrates which give 2 units on hydrolysis. Two units of monosaccharides are formed. Example in that is sucrose. Sucrose is a disaccharide. Maltose, lactose, these are the disaccharides. These on hydrolysis give 2 units of the monosaccharides units. Now after this there is a third type is the trisaccharides. Trisaccharides are the carbohydrates which give 3 units on hydrolysis. Hydrolyzed give 3 units of monosaccharides. These are the trisaccharides. The example of trisaccharides is raffinose. Raffinose is the example. Next type of the carbohydrates on the basis of the number of hydrolyzed units. Third type is the polysaccharides. What are the polysaccharides? Polysaccharides are the chemical substance which on hydrolysis give 100 to 3000 monomer units, monosaccharide units. Example of polysaccharides is just like first example is the starch, second is cellulose, third is glycogen. These are the example of polysaccharides. When you hydrolyze this starch, cellulose and glycogen, you give thousands of the monosaccharide units. That's why it is known as the polysaccharide units. After this, there is a another basis of the classification is the on the basis of their taste, just like sugar and non-sugar. As you know, sugar means sweet in taste. Non-sugar means that has no taste. Just like, for example, is the glucose and fructose. Glucose and fructose that are sweet in taste. That's why it is classified as the sugar. But on the other hand, starch, cellulose, glycogens are not sweet in taste. That's why these are known as the non-sugar. We can do another classification, just like, for example, is reducing and non-reducing sugar. Reducing and non-reducing sugar. What are the reducing sugars? Just like the carbohydrates that reduce tolerance reagents, and it means that has the free aldehydic and ketonic group, that is known as the reducing carbohydrates. Example of the reducing carbohydrate is maltose, because this has the free aldehydic group. And non-reducing are the sucrose. These are the non-reducing. This is a very important question. Number of time it is asked that what is reducing and non-reducing sugar. Reducing sugars, the carbohydrate that has the free aldehydic and ketonic group in their structures. That's are known as the reducing sugar. It means they can reduce the mild oxidizing agents, just like tolerance reagents. And the non-reducing sugars that has no free aldehydic and ketonic group, these are known as the non-reducing sugar. Today we will study that much only, and we will meet again in our next video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.